Hello and welcome to Red Oak. Aaron West and Eli Bells. Eli, how we doing this afternoon, this evening?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Ready for some basketball?
You know what? It's been a little while. It seems like for me, I've kind of been on the wrestling train, but we're back, right?
Yeah, we're back. Wrestling is it's getting into the real important time of the season here, right?
It's time for the grind time, I guess. You have sectionals, district, state, just bang, 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 and we're right into it.
The Red Oak Tigers and the Atlantic Trojans here tonight in Red Oak. People would have time to get in their car and come on down and watch a good basketball game. I think this will be a good ball game here.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a good, I think, down towards the end of the season type of game. You know, with the Trojan with a 6-11 record and the Tigers with 10-6. I think that record for Atlantic's probably a little bit deceiving, especially, early on in the season. Picking up a win against LC is always a great win. So I think it's going to be a good one here tonight.
It should be a good ball game. I know the last time these two teams met, Red Oak comes out on top. And what I understand, we were broadcasting the girls' game that night, so we didn't get to actually watch that game. But Tigers off to a slow start. They came alive in the second half and played really well and won that ball game. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And I would encourage people, hop in your car, come on down to the Orange Gym here in Red Oak and watch a good basketball game with us. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back, Eli, and look at some stats here this evening right after these messages from our sponsors.
There's nothing better than great customer service and experienced employees. That's what you'll find at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts in Red Oak. With a large inventory and competitive pricing, CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts will be sure to have the car or heavy-duty truck parts and accessories you are looking for, and can also offer helpful advice on installation. For all your car, heavy-duty truck, or semi-part needs, you'll find it at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts, 303 North Broadway, or call 623-4964.
Sunshine, my only sunshine.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa, for voting KCSI the best local radio station.
We are so thankful for our amazing listeners and the chance to serve all of our clients. We truly appreciate you voting us the best radio station in Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Sunshine, you make me happy when sky.
Scan the code. Deals loading. Deals engaged. Scan the code. Super hot deals. Activate QR code. Initiate savings.
There's two things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those two things don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
Opening tip, 8 minutes on the clock. Player introductions, national anthem will be underway here probably before 7:30 this evening. Eli, statistically, what jumps out at you about this evening's game?
Coming in tonight, like we were saying with the records, I think for Atlantic, probably just a little bit deceiving. And both these games matter. Districts have came out, but seeding hasn't came out yet. So every game down to this end of this stretch will matter to get you maybe a home game or get you a seed that you like going into that postseason run. But for Atlantic here, we'll start off 41.5 from the field goal. From the field, Red Oak at 38.7 from the line, 64.6 for Atlantic, 63 for Red Oak. Points per game at 59.5 for Atlantic and 59.5 for Red Oak as well. Points allowed per game, 59.3 and 55.3 for Red Oak. And turnovers on the night, 13 for Atlantic and 15.2. You look at those points per games and points allowed per game, very even across the board. We'll see what it comes down here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, looking at it on paper, the records are different. But that's maybe a bit deceiving, so I still think this is going to be a good basketball game here tonight and would encourage people to come on down and watch. Statistically, A lot of those are very similar, Eli. The records are different. Red Oak has just looking at the record, Red Oak's record is definitely better, but look at the stats, and they're very similar.
And that's just it, too. It's like we said, when it comes down to the end of the season here, these teams, you can be vastly different from the beginning all the way down to the end, especially when you're trying to get a hot streak going here for the postseason.
Postseason will be here very soon. This is when you want everything to come together this time of year.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Quick break, and we'll come back and look at more statistics here we're looking forward to this evening. You're listening to Basketball here on KCSI. And again, make note of our sponsors and let them know that you appreciate it, making it possible for us to be here. Billings and Minson Law Firm. Brian, an active member of the community, coaching basketball, involved in athletics all the way across the board. I want to say thanks to him. And Eli, we're streaming too, by the way.
Yep,
people can go over to our YouTube channel if you want to watch the ball game over on YouTube, and we'd appreciate that. While you're there, we'd encourage you to hit that like button and subscribe while you're there too. That'd be fantastic. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back after this.
Second out. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
There's nothing better than great customer service and experienced employees. That's what you'll find at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts in Red Oak. With a large inventory and competitive pricing, CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts will be sure to have the car or heavy-duty truck parts and accessories you are looking for, and can also offer helpful advice on installation. For all your car, heavy-duty truck, or semi-part needs, you'll find it at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts, 303 North Broadway, or call 623-4964.
My sunshine, my only sunshine.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa, for voting KCSI the best local radio station.
We are so thankful for our amazing listeners and the chance to serve all of our clients. We truly appreciate you voting us the best radio station in Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Sunshine, you make me happy when sky.
Okay. Back to Red Oak, final varsity girls final, Atlantic 75, Red Oak 38 in that varsity girls game. Eli, individual stats that jump out at you here for the Tigers and for the Trojans.
Yeah, but I have two guys here for you. Max DeVries of Red Oak averaging 15.8 a game, 35.3 from the field, and 30% from the three-point. You know, Max DeVries is kind of just your all-around guy. He can play on defense. He can get on a hot streak and make a lot of tough shots. Colton Rasmussen with, like I said, 14.3, 47% from the field, and 42.3 from the three-point line. That gets pretty dangerous, especially with a hand like that getting hot.
Absolutely. A few minutes away from the opening tip. Eli, you have the districts here you could show folks and kind of walk through who is in the district with Red Oak here this evening.
Yeah, with districts here for Red Oak, the rankings that we have based just kind of off of win-loss and the varsity bound, they kind of have this little power ranking system, I guess you can call it. You have Trainer on top at number 1, Underwood second, Red Oak in third, Clarinda in fourth, Shenandoah in fifth, and Missouri Valley in sixth. Like we said, this isn't anything official, I guess you can say, for districts because they have meetings and everything about that. But wrapping it down, I think this is District 16. Winner of this district would go on and play the winner of District 15, and that would determine who goes to state. And then for Class 3A, it's kind of a little different bracket now. You have Lewis Central dropping in from Class 4A. You have Bishop Heelan in there this year as well. You have Harlan first at 12-3, Denison Schleswig, Lewis Central, Bishop Heelan, Carroll, Glenwood, Atlantic, and Perry. That's a district that goes on every year that if somebody can get hot, they can have a huge run into the postseason.
Basketball time here this evening. Red Oak and Atlantic. Aaron West and Eli Bells. Melanie running the camera this evening, so be aware of that. All right, Eli, Let's look at the lineups, if we can, for the visiting Atlantic Trojans here this evening.
Yep, I got the whole. Aaron, you might have to read those off for me if I can pull these up.
Okay, we're going to start.
I think we got them.
For Atlantic, Ryder Burke is a junior, 6 foot. Nolan Waters, a sophomore, 5'8". Caden Anderson, a junior, 6 foot. Lane Nelson, a senior, 6 foot. Seth Rowenfeld is a senior, 5'11". Kenneth Jewell is a freshman, 5'7". Dayton Templeton, a senior, 6'1". Jackson McLaren is junior, 6'2". Lee Hauser is a senior, 6'1". And Michael Hotsey is a junior at 6'3". Starters for the Trojans here this evening will be Ethan Sturm, a senior, 5'10". Garrett McLaren, a senior, 5'10". Colton Rasmussen, a sophomore at 6'3". Carter Pellet, 6'3", junior. And Jaden Prohl is a junior at 6'2". For the Red Oak Tigers, the Tigers this evening, Braden Sifford, a freshman, 5'9". Chino Lepe, a junior, 5'11". Jack Schmedke, a sophomore, 5'8". And by the way, a number of Red Oak players will see the court. Coach Plank has been going deep into that lineup. Jack Kling, a junior, 6'5". Brighton Bergeron, a sophomore, 6'1". Cyrus Minson, a sophomore, 5'11". Braden Woods, a junior at 6'1". Nick Fouts, senior, 6'3". And Aiden Bruce is a 6'3" junior. Those are your reserves. For the starting lineup for the Red Oak Tigers here this evening, Baylor Bergeron, a senior, 5'10". For the Tigers, Hunter Gillen, a sophomore, 5'10". Ryan Johnson is a senior, 6'3", been playing excellent basketball. Caden Johnson, senior, 6'2", been playing excellent basketball. And as Eli alluded to earlier, Max DeVries, a sophomore, just a good all-around player for the Red Oak Tigers. And those are your starting lineups for the Red Oak Tigers. We are just a few minutes away from our opening lineups here this evening. Player introductions, lineups, national anthem, and then it's going to be basketball time here in just a few minutes. I think we're going to have a good basketball game.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think tonight, especially like we were saying too earlier, you're getting down to the end of that postseason. You're starting to play your best basketball, at least you hope. And these are the games you try to find to be able to get a win, especially with districts not being posted yet.
We're going to have a quick break here. We're going to have lineups and national anthem. We'll be back with the opening tip after these messages.
Scan the code. Deals loading. Deals engaged. Scan the code. Super hot deals. Activate QR code. Initiate savings.
There's two things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those two things don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
Second down. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
There's nothing better than great customer service and experienced employees. That's what you'll find at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts in Red Oak. With a large inventory and competitive pricing, CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts will be sure to have the car or heavy-duty truck parts and accessories you are looking for, and can also offer helpful advice on installation. For all your car, heavy-duty truck, or semi-part needs, you'll find it at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts, 303 North Broadway, or call 623-4964.
My sunshine, my only sunshine. You make
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa, for voting KCSI the best local radio station.
We are so thankful for our amazing listeners and the chance to serve all of our clients. We truly appreciate you voting us the best radio station in Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Sunshine, you make me happy when sky.
Scan the code. Deals loading. Deals engaged. Scan the code. Super hot deals. Activate QR code. Initiate savings.
Right side to DeVries, back to Gillen. Caden Johnson to Berggren out on the left wing. Berggren with the ball to Caden Johnson, right at the basket. Rebound, Ryan Johnson, and Ryan puts it in for two for the Red Oak Tech. Going for that alley-oop.
I've seen that been tried a couple times. It always sees Ryan Johnson's right there to pick it back up to put the putback.
Colton Rasmussen, or Ethan Sturm rather, around to Rasmussen. Into the lane he goes, puts up the little jumper, blocked from behind by DeVries. Picked up by the Trojans. Sturm works his way into the lane. Gets it to McLaren. It's Sturm on the move for the layup. It's no good. Rebound, Gillen. Out pass to Caden Johnson. Back top to Gillen. Left side, Berggren. Ryan Johnson from the corner for three. It's no good. Rebound controlled by McLaren, Garrett McLaren. Backs his way in the lane. Goes inside, tapped by Berggren. Picked up by Ryan Johnson. Great defensive effort there by Berggren. Right side, DeVries. Deep in the three-point zone. Into the lane. Kicks it out to Caden Johnson on the left side. Now to DeVries, left wing. Max DeVries spins his way down to the blocks, puts it up off the glass, and scores two for the Tigers. It's 4-0. Red Oak leads. 6.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Taking the ball across the timeline. Sturm to McLaren. Out on the left side to Prohl. Down underneath it goes to Prohl. He puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound, Caden Johnson. Trojans have had a number of good interior shots, and they just haven't fallen for him. DeVries to Berggren. 6 minutes on the clock in the first. Ryan Johnson pulls up, top of the key for three. No good. Rebound is brought down by Rasmussen. He pushes it up the court quickly. Out on the right side to Pellet. He puts it up. No good. Rebound tapped, and coming away with it is Prohl. To Pellet. Now to Sturm. Sturm resets the play. Out on the left side to McLaren. McLaren with the ball, left wing. Rasmussen with the ball, right side. To Sturm. Into the lane he goes. Kicks it out to Prohl. No good. Rebound pulled down by Pellet. It's Rasmussen. Into the lane he goes. Puts it up. No good. And boy, I tell you, the Trojans are just cold.
Just like you said, Aaron, Ryan on a lot of three-point shots here, and they get that chance to go inside, just not capitalizing on the second chance opportunities.
DeVries out on the right wing. Just cold. They can't buy a bucket. Kicks it out to Berggren. Baseline. Into the lane he goes. Ryan Johnson steps back for three from the corner. It's no good. And the rebound is brought down by Sturm.
With it only being 4-0, too, as well, been a lot of missed possessions here on both sides.
Sturm, top of the key. Right to Rasmussen, looking inside to Pellet. Now out to Prohl. Into the lane for the layup. It's good for two from Prohl. Jaden Prohl. And the Trojans are on the board here this evening. It's 4-2 with 4.5 minutes to play in the first. Ryan Johnson takes it into the lane. A little reverse layup. No good. Push back out to Gillen. Ryan Johnson fakes it. There, he's going to be whistled for the travel. Going with that pump fake.
Yeah, you know, it kind of seems like even on both ends of the court right here, it's been a lot of rush shots, kind of going in with a pump fake, not knowing where you're at. Got to be able to slow down the pace.
4-2. Red Oak leads, 4:20 to play in the first. Out on the left side to Rasmussen, takes it down to the baseline. Prohl, top the key to McLaren, hands it off to Sturm. To Pellet. Free throw line, into the lane, puts up the jumper off the glass. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. And that foul will be on Ryan Johnson. That's his first. In fact, that's the first foul of the ball game with 4 minutes remaining in the first.
Halfway through the first.
Pellet at the line, Carter Pellet. Shot is up and good. So it's 4-3.
Johnson will come out and fouls will come in.
Also, McLaren, that's Jackson McLaren into the ball game for Garrett McLaren. So Jackson for Garrett. Shot from Pellets up, no good. Rebound, Fouts. Berggren, other end of Rees. He puts up the 3. It's not there, no good. Rebound, Sturm. Pushing it back to the other end quickly is Rasmussen. Out to Pellet. He'll shoot the 3 from the top. It's good.
You know, a lot of three-point shots. Atlantic finds one to get one to fall. Seems like on both ends, like we've been talking about, a lot of three-point shots, not a lot of inside driving.
And Atlantic takes the lead, 6-4. Gillen for 3. It's short, no good. Rebound pulled down by Sturm, Ethan Sturm. He's going to slow it down now and just walk it across the center stripe here. No pressure in the backcourt from either team yet. To Pellet, top of the key. Dumps it down underneath the Rasmus. Tapped by DeVries, picked up by Berggren. Gillen right to left to DeVries out on the right side. Max DeVries with the ball. Now to Gillen. 3:15 to play in the first. 6-4 is our score. Atlantic leads. Berggren fakes it into the lane. Nice move by Berggren off the glass to score 2.
You know, it's great to have Baylor Berggren, I think, back for the Tigers, too. Gets another guard out there and able to show his athleticism like that and drive him to the hoop.
Tied up at 6 apiece now with 2:59 to play in the first. Sturm out on the left side, drives into the lane, the blocks, kicks it out to the corner to Rasmussen. Rasmussen picks it up. Sturm, top of the key to Pellet, left side Prohl. Prohl spins his way into the lane, kicks it out to Rasmussen. It's Sturm on the move, and he picks up a couple. Nice little ball movement there by the Trojans, and the Trojans lead 8-6 with 2.5 minutes to play in the first. Fouts with the ball. Out to Gillen. He drives in the lane, is fouled. And we'll have a 2-shot opportunity here for Gillen. That foul's on Ethan Sturm. That's his first personal foul. And nope, it's going to be out of play. Actually, a little discussion here. What we're going to have. Timeout on the court. 2:24 to play in the first. Atlantic leads 8-6. We'll be back after this.
Scan the code. Deals loading. Deals engaged. Scan the code. Super hot deals. Activate QR code. Initiate savings.
Leads 8-6 in varsity girls play. Earlier this evening, it was Atlantic over Red Oak 75-38 in varsity girls play. Varsity boys play. We're in the first quarter, and Red Oak leads 8-6. Hunter Gillen at the line. 2-shot opportunity here for Hunter from the line. Hunter, a sophomore, really grown as a player this year. Shots up, it's good.
Especially, I think, tonight, too, as well, as these free throws coming in, especially close in this first quarter. Free throws all the way down the stretch can be very important, I think, in this game.
Free throws count. Free throws matter. Shots up. He gets them both. Tied up at 8 apiece now with 2:24 to play in the first. Sturm will take it left to right across the center stripe. Works his way to the left side to Rasmussen. He takes it down to the baseline, backs his way in the lane. The pass is back out top to Prohl. Prohl to the baseline. Picks up the dribble. Out top to Pellet for 3. No good. Rebound. Berggren picks it up for the Tigers. Takes it across the center stripe. Left side to Caden Johnson. Caden into the lane, out to DeVries. DeVries takes it in the lane, off the left side. It's blocked, and coming away with it is Jackson McLaren. Rasmussen down inside, stripped by Fouts. It goes out of play. Last touch Tigers. Nice effort there by Nick Fouts.
You know, when Fouts especially coming down the court off the ball, then is able to come in, knocks it out of bounds. Great job from Fouts. Just kind of messes up the possession here.
And it's the Trojans' ball. Inbound pass comes from Sturm at the baseline for the Trojans. Out top he goes to Waters. Down to Sturm. Top of the key to Pellet. Waters, baseline left to Rasmussen. Inside, that's McLaren. Jackson McLaren puts it up. He's fouled on the play. He'll go to line for 2. Fouls on DeVries. That's the first on DeVries, second on the Tigers. Tied up at 8 apiece with 1:29 to play in the first. At the line is Jackson McLaren. He's a 6'2 junior. Shot is good from Jackson McLaren. 9-8 is our score with 1.5 to play in the first. Second shot is good from McLaren. He nails both of them. And the Trojans lead 10-8. 1:25 to play in the first. Gillen with the ball for the Tigers. Hands it off to DeVries. Takes it in the lane out to Caden Johnson for 3 from the left side. No good.
And it seems like the Tigers are kind of settling for this three-point shot. Not really sticking to the basketball we've seen all year long. Getting in the lane, having great ball movement. Settling on this three-point shot.
Out on the left side, it goes to Rasmussen. Out of Waters, Pellet. Nice ball movement there by the Trojans. Pellet in the lane, spins, blocked by Ryan Johnson. Great job, great defense there by Ryan. Out to Caden Johnson, left wing, top of the key to Gillen. Gillen backs out, sets the play, goes left to Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key, Ryan Johnson that is. Gillen for 3, it's good. Hunter Gillen with the three-pointer, and the Tigers lead 11-10. 37 seconds on the clock in the first.
By the time you settle, one drops, just how it works.
Sturm with the ball for the Trojans. At the center circle, looks like they're going to play maybe for one last shot here. 25 seconds and counting. Sturm out near the center stripe to Jackson McLaren. Back to Sturm, 20 seconds on the clock. Comes along to the center circle, right side to Pellet, back to Sturm. 14 seconds on the clock. Left side to McLaren, now to Waters, top of the key, 8 seconds. Rasmussen will shoot the 3, no good. Rebound is picked up underneath by Sturm. Out to Rasmussen, time expires, no good. Shot was up, but no good. That's going to do it for the first.
Well, there's going to be a foul, actually.
Did they call a foul? They sure did.
They're going to call a foul on Berggren. Right down towards the end, going to have 2 shots at the buzzer.
It was at the buzzer, no time on the clock, and it will send Rasmussen to the line, Colton Rasmussen. 2-shot opportunity with no one standing at the lane because time has expired. First shot's no good. 11-10 is our score. Red Oak leads. Second shot from Rasmussen is good, so we're tied up now at 11 apiece. Now that's the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Boy, there's 2 things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those 2 things don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
Welcome back to Red Oak, tied up at 11 apiece here as we get ready for the second quarter. Tigers will have the ball. Both teams really didn't shoot the ball very well in that first quarter.
You know, and it was a lot of settling, I think, for the three-point shot, too, as well, which, you know, every now and then you get one to be able to fall, but it's really not going for the game plan for both sides, I think.
7:52 to play in the half, tied up at 11 apiece. Gillen comes around in the lane, kicks it out. Caden Johnson for 3. It's no good. Rebound Waters. or actually that's Caden Anderson with the rebound. Down underneath the Jackson McLaren, puts it up and scores 2 for the Trojans. Trojans lead 13-11 with 7.5 minutes to play in the first half. Gillen takes it across the center stripe, out to Ryan Johnson. Gillen for 3 off the right wing, short. Rebound kept in play. Touched by 3 Trojans and kept in play. Anderson, Caden Anderson, goes right to McLaren. Left side to Garrett McLaren. We have 2 McLarens in the game. Garrett McLaren puts up the shot. It's no good. And there's Bergeron coming away with the ball for the Tigers. Across the center stripe, out to the right side. DeVries down to the baseline. Ryan Johnson. DeVries, deep 3. Bounces around, and he gets it. Gets the shooter's bounce on that one.
That's right, and especially on a contested shot, a tough shot like that to make, just maybe a momentum shifter.
Red Oak leads 14-13, 6:40 to play in the half. Out to Caden Anderson. Garrett McLaren to Jackson McLaren. There's Sturham. Pellet with the ball, top of the key. Right side to Garrett McLaren. Goes inside to Jackson McLaren. We're going to have a foul. Bergeron, I think. Yep, that'll be number 2 on Baylor. 14-13. Baylor's going to come out of the ballgame with 2 personal fouls. Sifford checks in. Braden Sifford. And it's the Trojans' ball at the baseline. Inbound pass will come from Ethan Sturham for the Trojans. Trying to find, gets it now to Rasmussen in the blocks. Kicks it out to Jackson McLaren. Into lane he goes, just muscles his way in there. Bucket is good for McLaren.
And McLaren being a strong kid, too, as well. He's kind of just able to go down hard and fast and goes up. Gets the N1.
Ryan Johnson gets whistled for the foul. That's 2 on him. Fouts comes into the ball game. Ryan Johnson will take a seat. And Jackson McLaren goes to the line. He is 2 of 2 from the line here this evening. Shot is up. It's no good for McLaren. Tigers rebound. 15-14 is our score. Atlantic with the lead. 6:08 to play in the half. DeVries, a lot of pressure coming, has the ball stripped, and we're going to have a foul on DeVries on the play. He got the ball stripped, and then a little bit of maybe frustration on that. DeVries gets whistled for 2. So Bergeron, Johnson, and DeVries all have 2 personal fouls here with 6 minutes to play in the half.
Especially with your 3 of your starters all having personal fouls, and DeVries is a guy you almost have to have on the floor to be able to create some offense.
Taking the ball across the timeline now is Garrett McLaren. In the lane, kicks it out on the right side to Prohl. To Jackson McLaren, right side in lane, and takes it up with the left hand. No good. Rebound. Prohl goes up, and it's stripped. Outlet pass to Braden Sifford, pushes the other end to Fouts. It's tapped out of play. Tigers ball.
A great ball movement coming down the court, too, especially if Sifford goes in on that one. Could take a charge call. I think it's a great dish off.
5:42 to play in the half. Atlantic leads 15-14. Inbound pass from Braden Sifford all the way out to Fouts, top of the key, right side to Gillen. Hunter Gillen with the ball. Comes around near the center circle, left side to Braden Sifford. Sifford works his way in the lane, kicks it to Fouts in the corner. Picks up the dribble. Out to Sifford. Sifford at the center circle, top of the key, left side to Woods. Woods takes the screen, comes around the arc, then into the lane. Tries to go down to Caden Johnson. It's going to be chased down at the baseline. Rasmussen, quick outlet pass to the other end of Garrett McLaren. Stripped by Gillen. Nice effort there by Gillen, but the Trojans will keep the ball. Carter Pellet comes into the ball game, and Jackson McLaren takes the seat.
This is a high-paced basketball game here, too, as well. Not a lot of plays being set up, just kind of going in and hoping that one goes up, it seems like, here in the second.
Rasmussen to Pellet. Right side to McLaren. Down to Anderson. He drives the baseline, then kicks it to Rasmussen at the top of the key. Spins his way into the lane. Back to Anderson for 3. Baseline left. It's no good. Woods grabs the board. Nice job by Braden Woods. Gillen to Sifford. Takes it into the lane, then out to Caden Johnson. Caden picks up the dribble at the left wing. Out top of the key to Gillen. 4:40 to play in the half, and Atlantic leads by 1, 15-14. Right side to Gillen. Stutters. Top of the key, Fouts. A lot of pressure coming here. Foul will be on Garrett McLaren. That's his first. I think that's only the second team foul for the Trojans. Tigers ball.
And 6 team fouls for the Tigers.
Woods will put it into play to Gillen. 4:26 to play in the half. Gillen with the ball. Out to Woods, right side. Sifford works his way into the lane. Double team. Ball's on the court. Fought for. I think we'll have a jump ball.
And that should give it to Atlantic, I think.
It's Trojans ball. Neither team pressed yet this evening. 15-14. 4:13 to play in the half. Atlantic leads. Inbound pass will come from Carter Pellet. He's a junior, 6'3" junior. To Sturham. Ethan Sturham takes it across the center stripe. Rasmussen takes it down in the lane. Blocked by Fouts. Going to be kicked out to Prohl. Back to Sturham. Pellet now with the ball. Spins his way in the lane. Nice move by Pellet. In and out, no good. Tried to put it back in. Excellent move. Just didn't finish at the bucket. Quickly to the other end. It's going to go out of play. The last touch, they're going to say by the Tigers.
And that's going to.
I would say the Red Oak fans disagree with that call.
You know, and it's I don't know, especially down here, too. You're giving a lot of second chance opportunities. Just gives another one here to Atlantic.
Into the lane, Sturm goes. It's batted around, and Pellet comes away with the board. Out to Rasmussen. Now it'll be picked up by Lane Nelson. Sturm, baseline right to Rasmussen. Back to Sturm. 3:25 to play in the half. Sturm with the ball. Goes left to Pellet. Now to Rasmussen. Left wing picks up the dribble. Gets it to Nelson in the corner. Inside to Pellet. Fakes it. Takes it. No good. Rebound, Braden Sifford.
A great job from Faust, too. Just stays open with the body.
Sifford to Caden Anderson. Caden Johnson. In the corner to Fouts for 3. Nick Fouts puts it up. No good. Caden Johnson with the board. Out top key to Gillen. He'll take the 3. No good. Rebound, Caden Johnson. Tigers have some second and third chance opportunities. Just can't get it to both teams. Eli, just can't buy a bucket.
There's not a lot of boxing out. Like you said, just can't buy a bucket. And it just seems to be nothing's falling. It's hitting off the rim awkwardly. I don't know what to tell you.
15-14 is our score. 2:50 to play in the half. Inbound pass is tapped out of play by Jackson McLaren. Tigers maintain possession of the ball. Mid-court here, near side. Inbound pass will come from Berggren. For Red Oak. Berggren to Gillen into the backcourt. Gillen with the ball, top the key to Ryan Johnson. Ryan to Gillen. Baseline left to Caden Johnson. Back out top the key. Tigers pass is maybe a little off.
It seems a little hectic out there right now.
Caden Johnson in the lane out to Berggren. He fakes it. Right elbow, pulls up. Nice shot, doesn't fall. That's kind of been the story of the game here this evening. McLaren, neither team, they just stone cold here in this first half. Right side to Sturham. Out to Pellet. Pulls up from the free throw line. No good.
Just in and out, and right here, it's been tough to box out on either side. It's just very physical, too, as well, fighting for the ball.
2 minutes to play in the half. 15-14 is our score. It's Gillen on the move. Gillen puts it up right in front of the basket. No good. Rebounds batted around and chased down by Sturham. Sturham to Garrett McLaren. He'll take it, slows it down, and take it across the center stripe, near side of the court. Now to Sturham, top of the key. 1:40 to play in the half. Nelson. Sturham out to Pellet. Down in the corner it goes to Garrett McLaren. There's Pellet. Left side Sturham. Nelson, top of the key. Just working time off the clock. Nelson to Pellet. 1:20 to play in the half.
You know, and this is kind of be one of the last couple of games we'll see with the being able to stall off the clock here next year with that shot clock coming.
And the Trojans are just working the clock down, yeah. Looking forward to that shot clock, aren't you?
That's exactly it.
Pellet down the corner to Garrett McLaren, looking inside to Jackson McLaren. Here comes Sturham. He's going to back out to the center circle and reset the play. 56 seconds. Boy, the Trojans showing good ball control and patience here. Just working the clock down. They lead 15-14.
You know, especially for the Tigers, too, as well. You don't want to have a cheap foul here now with only 45 seconds left here in the half.
Garrett McLaren inside to Pellet, loses the handle. Ryan Johnson keeps it in play to Caden Johnson.
And now this is the time for the Tigers, I think, slow down this pace. Now go for one last shot.
33 seconds on the clock in the half. DeVries with the ball. Atlantic leads 15-14. There's Bergeron to Gillen. Out to DeVries. 23 seconds on the clock. DeVries into the lane. Puts it up off the glass and scores two. Max DeVries picks up a couple more.
And what a tough shot right there to be able to put in with 15 seconds left. It drives in the lane, uses his body well. Puts one in.
16-15. Red Oak leads. 9 seconds. Stolen by Ryan Johnson. 2-on-1 goes up. He's fouled with 4.5 seconds on the clock.
You know, what a great job from Johnson, too. You know, you have 2 fouls already here in this ball game. Pick up that third before you go to halftime. Takes that risk, able to make it work out for himself and get the steal.
Carter Pellet gets whistled for his first foul. It's going to send Ryan Johnson to the line. This is Ryan's first opportunity from the line. 2-shot opportunity for Ryan. Shot's good. Makes it count. It's 17-15 now with 4.5 seconds on the clock in the half, first half. Neither team, I mean, shooting has been off, to say the least.
It seems like some's going in halfway in the bucket and just flies its way back out.
Second shot from Johnson is up and no good. 1 second remaining. I think he got it off, but it's no good. And Red Oak leads 17-15 at half in varsity boys play. Quick break and we'll be back after these messages.
Second out. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
There's nothing better than great customer service and experienced employees. That's what you'll find at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts in Red Oak. With a large inventory and competitive pricing, CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts will be sure to have the car or heavy-duty truck parts and accessories you are looking for and can also offer helpful advice on installation. For all your car or heavy-duty truck or semi-part needs, you'll find it at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts, 303 North Broadway, or call 623-4964.
My sunshine, my only sunshine.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa, for voting KCSI the best local radio station.
We are so thankful for our amazing listeners and the chance to serve all of our clients. We truly appreciate you voting us the best radio station in Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Sunshine, you make me happy when sky.
Scan the code. Deals loading. Deals engaged. Scan the code. Super hot deals. Activate QR code. Initiate savings.
There's 2 things we can control every morning.
Red Oak leads at half 17-15, and not a great shooting performance by either team, I would say, Eli.
No, you know, it's kind of been, seems a little rushed. It seems like a lot of settled for the three-point shot, settled for the contested shot. It just seems to be really rushed, especially when you get on a fast break. You want to make sure that bucket's going in, especially on those layups, and boxing out too as well. There's been second chance opportunities that just haven't fallen in.
Been a lot of them, but it's a close game, kind of what we expected. Number of lead changes, and But Red Oak leads 17-15 at half. Let's take a look at the stats here from the first half. Ethan Sturham for the Trojans has 2 points in the contest, 1 personal foul. Garrett McLaren with 1 personal foul. Colton Rasmussen, 1 point, 1 of 2 from the foul line. Carter Pellet has 4 points. He's 1 of 2 from the foul line. Jackson McLaren, 6 points, 2 of 3 from the foul line for the Trojans. Jaden Prohl, 2 points for the Trojans here this evening. And the Red Oak Tigers lead at half, 17-15. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back and look at the scoring for the Tigers right after this.
There's 2 things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those 2 things don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
Second out. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
Welcome back to Red Oak halftime varsity boys. Red Oak leads 17-15. Now, other scores from this evening in junior varsity boys play. It was Atlantic over Red Oak 48-31, and that was in junior varsity boys. In varsity girls, it was Atlantic over Red Oak 75-38 in varsity girls play. We're at half in varsity boys, and Red Oak leads 17-15 in what has been a pretty close game, nip and tuck here in the first half. Now, looking at the scoring for the Tigers here in the first half, Baylor Berggren has 2 points and 2 personal fouls. Hunter Gillen with 5 points. He's 2 of 2 from the foul line. Ryan Johnson, 5 points. 3 points, rather. Ryan Johnson has 3 points. Can't read my writing, Eli. And is 1 of 2 from the foul line with 2 personal fouls. Max DeVries has 7 points here in the first half and 2 personal fouls. That gets us to our score here at half, with Red Oak leading 17-15 at half. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
There's nothing better than great customer service and experienced employees. That's what you'll find at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts in Red Oak. With a large inventory and competitive pricing, CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts will be sure to have the car or heavy-duty truck parts and accessories you are looking for, and can also offer helpful advice on installation. For all your car, heavy-duty truck, or semi-part needs, you'll find it at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts, 303 North Broadway, or call 623-4964.
Sunshine, my only sunshine.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa, for voting KCSI the best local radio station.
We are so thankful for our amazing listeners and the chance to serve all of our clients. We truly appreciate you voting us the best radio station in Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Sunshine, you make me happy when sky.
Nordine's having an 8th grade signing day tomorrow.
Scan the code. Deals loading. Deals and
leads 17-15. Let's take a quick look at the forecast here. If you're heading to the south, you may want to check the road conditions tonight, tomorrow night, into the next day, because down in Missouri, maybe a foot of snow potentially.
I hope not Maryville.
No, not Maryville. You're in the trace to 3-inch band, Eli. That's where Maryville is at.
Beautiful.
Now, up to an inch maybe for Southwest Iowa. The farther north you go, the Interstate 80 corridor, around a trace of snow. Heavier to the south, lighter to the north, but there's a 20% chance of flurries tonight before midnight. Lows around 8. It's going to be cold. tomorrow, much colder, chance of flurries in the morning, highs in the teens, around 17, north winds of 15 to 20. Not a lot of accumulation for the immediate Country Sunshine listening area. Northwest Missouri, though, maybe 3 inches, trace to 3 inches.
What's Puxatawny Phil getting? That's what I need to know.
I don't know. It's not that time yet, is it?
It is.
Coming up soon here.
I think that's in a couple days.
February here, yeah.
Yeah. 4 weeks or 6 weeks. I never understood that.
Cold and cloudy Wednesday night, lows around 0, north winds 15 to 20. Wind chill values 15 to 20 below Wednesday night. Thursday, cold, sunny, highs in 17, and northeast winds around 10 to 15. So a cold stretch coming, possibility of some snow, especially if you go south into Missouri and Kansas. Certainly quite a bit more snow forecast to fall down through that area.
It seems like Puxatawny's staying in his burrow, whatever he's staying in.
See your shadow or not see your shadow. That's what it goes.
I haven't understood. It's if you see your shadow, it means it's sunny out. And why would that mean 6 more weeks?
I don't
If you're
know.
not seeing your shadow, it seems like it's outside.
I'm not up on the ways of the
And
groundhog.
it's 4 weeks. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I think Allie believes it. That's about
The
it.
the name of the game here in the second half, hit your shots, Eli.
Yeah,
I mean, both teams have had second chance opportunities. They both had good looks at the basket, and they just haven't converted.
And I think in staying away from the contested shot as much as possible. I think on both sides here, too, it's the three-point shot. It's contested. They're thinking about shooting it, and they're kind of just letting it fly. Sometimes that works out. Sometimes, and most of the time, a contested shot's a tough one to put in.
We're going to have a quick legal ID, and we'll be back with the second half right after this. Well, here we go. It's second half action. Tigers will have the ball to begin the second half. Inbound pass will come from Berggren. Baylor Berggren will put it into play for Red Oak. Players are set. Officials are set. Coaches are set. Here we go. Inbound pass comes to Gillen. Gillen left, right across the timeline, out to the right wing. Caden Johnson to the free throw line. Kicks it to Ryan Johnson for 3. And Ryan Johnson knocks it down to start the second half.
Ryan Johnson's one of those guys, too, as well. He can almost knock down a shot from anywhere on the court. It's good to see that one.
Very versatile. Out on the right side, it goes to Templeton. Then to McGarrett McLaren, now to Pellet. Templeton, right wing. Picks up the dribble, goes to Pellet. It's Rasmussen on the move in the lane. He puts it up. Blocked by Berggren, and Berggren comes away with it. He pushes it up the court quickly to Ryan Johnson. Takes it inside. It's blocked by Pellet cleanly. It goes out of play. Last touch, Tigers. Nice job by Pellet.
It's aggressive play, too, as well. Down on one end of the court, you get the strip. Come back down the other side. Able to pick up the block for Atlantic.
Templeton puts it into play to Sturm. Ethan Sturm right to left across the center stripe. Top of the key to Pellet. Left side to Garrett McLaren. Rasmussen for 3. It's no good. Rebound Ryan Johnson. Red Oak leads 20-15 now. 7 minutes to play in the third. DeVries for 3. No good. Caden Johnson with the board. Gillen out on the left wing. Top of the key to DeVries. Right side Ryan Johnson. Now to Gillen. Ryan Johnson at the top of the key. Out to Gillen, right side. He takes it. Nice step off the glass. No good, but there's Caden Johnson with the board to put back. No good. And it just doesn't fall. Coming away with it, Templeton.
Second and third chance opportunities. Have to be able to make those drop.
Boy, nice move there by McLaren to take it in and put it off the glass. But again, no bucket. Rebound Tigers. DeVries takes it in lane, loses the handle on it, has it stripped, picked up by Templeton to Sturm. Sturm pushes it up court quickly to Rasmussen. He goes up off the glass. No good. Rebound Gillen. Gillen back to the other end. DeVries right side for 3. It's good.
We're at a track meet here now.
That's
seems
for sure.
Like going down to one end and a big shot from DeVries. Kind of setting the momentum here for the Tigers.
23-15. Red Oak leads. 6 minutes to play in the third. Out to Pellet. Right side to Sturm. There's Templeton for 3. It's no good. Rebound Pellet goes over the back.
And that's what happens, I think, here, too, especially when boxing out in these second chance opportunities. You're going to get more of those calls going over the back if you just put a body on somebody.
Carter Pellet picks up his second personal foul. Tigers ball. 23-15 is our score. 5 minutes and 43 seconds to play in the third. Gillen around to the top of the key with the ball for the Tigers. Works his way right, then passes left. DeVries for three. It's good. Swishes the net with it. Max DeVries.
You know what? A little quiet there in that first half. Now seems to be coming alive from the shooting here for Max DeVries.
26-15. Red Oak leads. McLaren to the free throw line. That's Garrett McLaren to Sturm. Right elbow. Pulls up and drops it in for two.
Seems to be dropping a little more now here in the second half.
Ethan Sturm. 26-17 is our score. Gillen takes it inside. Has it stripped. Kicks it out to Berggren. Caden Johnson, long two is good. He was standing on the line for two. And it's 29-17. Red Oak leads, 4:59 to play in the third. Out to Sturm. He'll take the three off the right side, rims around, pops out, gets his own board, puts it up, no good, and gets the board again. Pellet tries from the top of the key. It's no good. And rebound is kept in play by McLaren to Sturm. Garrett McLaren tries the three. It's good from the corner.
And great job, just hustle from the Trojans right there. 4 chances on shots like that. They finally get that three-pointer to fall.
Ryan Johnson for three off the left side.
It's straight on the line shooting right there for Johnson. Just kind of puts it on a rope and finds the bottom of the bucket.
32-20 is our score. Red Oak leads, 4:20 to play in the third. Right side to Sturm, back to Garrett McLaren. Left side Rasmussen. Templeton deep three. No good. Rebound tapped by Gillen. Picked up by Templeton, or check that Pellet. Carter Pellet puts it in for two. We're going to have a timeout on the court. 32-22 is our score. Red Oak leads with 4:05 to play in the third, and we'll be back after this.
Scan the code. Deals loading. Deals engaged. Scan the code. Super hot deals. Activate QR code. Initiate savings.
Thanks to Andy, and thanks for being a great sponsor. Want to say thanks also to Billings and Minson Law Firm here in Red Oak. Brian Minson, just a great supporter of the Red Oak Tigers. He coaches, he participates, and thanks to Brian for being one of our Tiger sponsors this year with Billings and Minson Law Firm. 31-23 is our score, 4:05 to play in the third. Red Oak leads. Little discussion here at the scorer's table. I'm not sure what the discussion is about.
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I think it may be a possession.
Possession. Here we go. Got the thumbs up. I think we're ready to go. He comes over and talks to Coach Plank. Gillen with the ball, right side. Caden Johnson, Ryan Johnson for three, short. Rebound. Nice effort there. Good job by Ethan Sturm to fall on it. They call a timeout. We're going to have a timeout on the court. We'll take it again. 31-22 is our score. 3:55 to play in the third. Right back after.
There's two things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those two things don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
Welcome back to Red Oak. Trojans have the ball as we come back to action. Inbound pass to Templeton. Templeton takes it right to left across the timeline. Goes left to Garrett McLaren, back to Templeton. Picks up the dribble. Garrett McLaren left side. Templeton top of the key. Garrett McLaren for three off the left wing. It's good. That's 6 points for McLaren here in this third quarter.
And definitely a big shot for Atlantic, too, trying to get back in the swing of things here, cutting this lead down.
31-25 is our score. 3:25 to play in the third. Red Oak leads. Gillen with the ball. Now to Berggren. Brown into the lane, free throw line, kicks it out to Caden Johnson for three. It's good. Caden Johnson for 3.
And not typically see a guy hitting those shots from the three-point line, but Caden Johnson's got it here tonight.
34-25. Red Oak leads. 3 minutes to play in the third. Rasmussen goes in the lane. Little whirling kind of reverse layup there. It's no good. Ryan Johnson pulls up. A little 6-footer. No good. Rebound is tapped. It goes out of play. Last touch, Tigers. Trojans ball. Inbound pass will come from Templeton. Rasmussen will take a seat, and Prohl checks into the ball game. Sturm to Garrett McLaren. To Jackson McLaren. Back to Garrett McLaren. Into the lane. Jump stop. Kicks it out to Garrett McLaren out on the right side. Out of Templeton. 2.5 minutes to play in the third. 34-25 is our score. Templeton with the ball. Takes the screen, left side. Pulls up for 3. It's no good. Rebound, nice effort there by Ethan Sturm to chase it down. Out to Garrett McLaren. In the lane he goes. Right side pulls up. He's fouled on the play. I think he'll go to the line for 2.
I think it's going to be a Johnson, too, as well. That might be his third.
It is Ryan Johnson. That's 3 on Ryan. He's going to send Garrett McLaren to the line. 2-shot opportunity. This is his first opportunity from the line. He has 6 points in the contest here this evening. Shots up, it's no good. Into the game, Woods taking a seat, Caden Johnson. Into the game, Fouts taking a seat, Ryan Johnson. And McLaren at the line, Garrett McLaren. 2:13 to play in the third. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Jackson McLaren. Tapped around, Berggren comes away with it. Outlet to the other end, Max DeVries takes it to the hoop and puts it up, no good. Rebound, Templeton.
And those are just shots right there. You got to be able to get the fall, especially with a free opportunity like that.
Templeton takes it right in, wide open down the middle of the lane.
And that's just how Atlantic came down and shows you. It's just they come right down, lanes wide open, able to put it in the bucket.
And it's 34-27. Red Oak leads, 1:58 to play in the third. DeVries, Woods, left side Gillen takes it in the lane. Underneath, Fouts is open for 2, no good. Rebound pulled down by Sturm.
And a great look there from Gillen. Seeing Fouts coming down the back door, just couldn't get the drop.
Templeton for 3, no good. Rebound, Jackson McLaren over the back. Jackson McLaren is whistled for his first personal foul. Tigers ball, 1:37 to play in the third. 34-27 is our score. Red Oak leads. And Gillen takes it across the center stripe, pulls up for 3. It's not there. There's Woods, but it's going to be tapped, and coming away with it is Garrett McLaren. He pushes it back across the center stripe. Sturm for 3. No good. Fouts with the board to Gillen. Outlet pass to DeVries. Tapped, almost stolen by Sturm. Out of Berggren. A lot of pressure from Sturm. Gillen out on the left side. Picks up the dribble. Woods in the corner. Back to Gillen, left wing. Gillen comes around top of the key. 59 seconds on the clock in the third. 34-27. Red Oak leads. Gillen with the ball. Around to the left side. There's DeVries, top of the key. 47 seconds. Out to Gillen. He takes the deep 3. It's good. Hunter Gillen with 3.
You know, Gillen's a guy, too. Once he's getting hot, he's able to knock down some deep shots. Great shot from Gillen. Gets one to drop.
Jackson McLaren to Garrett McLaren. Out to Templeton. 37-27 is our score. Templeton into the lane, puts it up, and gets 2. Dayton Templeton.
A great job from Templeton. Nice jump stop. Uses his body well. Nice pump fakes. Able to put one down.
37-29. 18 seconds on the clock. Red Oak leads. 18 seconds in the third. Now 13 seconds. DeVries, top of the key, 10 seconds. 7 seconds. DeVries with the ball. Tries to go underneath the Fouts. Templeton comes away with it. 2 seconds. Templeton pulls up as time expires, hits the front of the rim, and that's going to do it for 3. 37-29 is our score, and Red Oak leads as we head into the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with the fourth and final right after this.
Second down. try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
There's nothing better than great customer service and experienced employees. That's what you'll find at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts in Red Oak. With a large inventory and competitive pricing, CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts will be sure to have the car or heavy-duty truck parts and accessories you are looking for, and can also offer helpful advice on installation. For all your car, heavy-duty truck, or semi-part needs, you'll find it at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts, 303 North Broadway, or call 623-4964.
It's Red Oak 75-38 in varsity girls play. Varsity boys play as we head into the fourth quarter here. Red Oak leads 37-29.
We were just talking about, too, it's been a fast game.
It has been a fast game.
A total of 3 fouls in that third quarter. It's been fast. It's been high pace. You know, it's kind of been like a little track meet, it seems like, out here.
It seems that has gone quite quickly here.
I would be winded.
I would be on the bench. Trojans with the ball. There's Prohl. Works his way down the right side of the lane, puts it off the glass, no good. Rebound, Jackson McLaren back up and in for 2.
And those are the second chance opportunities that Atlantic needs right there. If the Tigers aren't going to box out well enough, they have to be able to take advantage of those opportunities, and they do right there.
37-31. Neither team have had a full court press all night, I don't think, Eli. Bergeron with the ball. Works his way into the lane, kicks it out the corner. Caden Johnson for 3. No good. Rebound, Prohl. To Templeton. Templeton right to left across the center stripe. Right side, loses the handle, steps back behind the arc. Now to Jackson McLaren, out to Prohl. He works his way down in the lane, but fouls on Caden Johnson. That's his first, I think, the way I have it calculated here. Trojans ball at the baseline. Inbound pass will come from Sturham. Out top to Garrett McLaren. Now to Templeton. 7:09 to play in the ball game. Templeton with the ball, right to Sturham. Underneath to Jackson McLaren. He goes up, no good. Rebound, Braden Sifford, then stolen by Sturham. Sturham goes behind the arc. We're going to have a foul on the play on the Tigers.
And that's going to be on Johnson now. Ryan Johnson.
That's 4 on Ryan Johnson. He'll come out of the ball game, I think. Actually, DeVries comes out of the ball game. And Ryan Johnson out of the game. Gillen and Fouts into the ball game for Red Oak. Sturham will put it into play at the baseline. Out to Templeton. Templeton to the right elbow, spins his way down, puts it off the glass. It's no good. Rebound, Gillen. Outlet pass to Bergeron across the center stripe. Right wing, Bergeron with the ball. Top the key to Gillen, now to Sifford. Bergeron, top of the key, goes left to Caden Johnson. Into the lane, Caden spins down to Fouts. Gillen with the ball behind the arc. Fouts with the ball up top. Now to Gillen, steps back, kicks it down the corner to Caden Johnson. He takes it into the lane. Gillen's wide open for 3. It's good. Hunter Gillen.
You know, and I think Atlantic, too, they want him to take that shot, be able to kind of get a possession here, I think. But if Gillen's going to keep knocking those down, it's going to stretch out this lead.
Yeah, Gillen, when he's on, you don't want to leave him open because he can sure shoot the 3-point. Jackson McLaren.
That was a travel call, maybe missed right there.
Out to Garrett McLaren. Now to Templeton. 5:53 to play in the third. Templeton backing his way in the lane at the baseline. Out to Prohl, top of the key for 3. It's good. Gets the roll.
And that's a shot Atlantic needed, I think, here, too, as well. Keeps it within range, especially here with plenty of time in this fourth.
Bergeron for 3. Baylor Bergeron.
And right as I say it, Bergeron comes back down, knocks one down of his own.
43-34 is our score. 5.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Red Oak leads. Templeton takes it into lane and draws the foul.
You know,
nice job by Templeton.
Just as we were talking, the foul trouble now seems to be coming down here in this fourth quarter.
Caden Johnson gets whistled for his second. It's going to send Dayton Templeton to the line. This is his first opportunity from the line here this evening. Shot is good from Templeton. 43-35. Pellet into the ball game. Jackson McLaren takes a seat. Templeton at the line. Converts the first. 43-35. Shot from Templeton. He gets them both. Nice looking shot. Now a little pressure in the backcourt, Eli.
Kind of a, I would say, definitely a full court press.
Out to Caden Johnson. There's Sifford into the lane, dumps it off right underneath. We're going to have an offensive foul on Sifford. He goes into the lane with the full head of steam.
Just kind of comes in hot, and I think it was Sturm's able to just set himself up. Even though he dishes off that pass to foul, it's able to get that charge call.
43-36 is our score with 5:13 to play in the ball game. Out to Rasmussen. Out of Prohl. Top of the key to Templeton. Right side to Sturm. Templeton, right wing. Down to the baseline. Pellet. Sturm. Rasmussen. Into the lane. Blocks left side. Puts it up. He's fouled. Berggren will be whistled. That's 3 on Berggren.
Like we were talking about, now the fouls start coming into play for the Tigers. You're going to see Atlantic just keep driving in that lane, find their way to the line.
Colton Rasmussen at the line. He's 1 of 2 from the line in the contest. Shot's good from Rasmussen. Converts the first. 43-37 is our score. Trojans working their way back into the ball game. 4:52 to play in the ball game. Second shot is up. It's no good. Rebound Fouts. Fouts to Gillen. Gillen takes it across the center stripe. Out on the left side. Now to DeVries. Works his way down the right side of the lane. Jump stop. Kicks it out to Berggren. DeVries. Into the lane. Picks it up. Now to Fouts. Gillen on the right side. Steps back and sets the play. There's the Fouts. Top of the key. Now to Gillen, left side. Hunter Gillen looks at the 3. Gets it to Berggren. Out top of the key. All this behind the arc. Berggren works his way down, kicks it to DeVries. DeVries drives into the lane, puts it up. No good. Tries to get his own board. We're going to have a foul on the play. Fouts, I do believe, has whistled for it. He is. Nick Fouts, that's his first personal.
Now put it up to 7 fouls here
we're
for the Tigers walking in.
Yeah, end-to-end here. 1-on-1 opportunity now. 4:05 to play in the ball game. Red Oak leads 43-37. And Ethan Sturm will go to the line. This will be Sturm's first opportunity from the line here this evening. 1-on-1 opportunity. Shots up. It's no good. Rebound hustle for Nick Fouts. That looked like a fumble he was going for. You see that?
Yeah, exactly. That's how you got to play it, right?
And we're going to have a timeout on the court. Timeout on the court. Full timeout. 43-37. 3:55 to play in the ball game. We'll be back after this.
My sunshine, my only sunshine.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa, for voting KCSI the best local radio station.
We are so thankful for our amazing listeners and the chance to serve all of our clients. We truly appreciate you voting us the best radio station in Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Sunshine, you make me happy when sky.
Scan the code. Deals loading. Deals engaged. Scan the code. Super hot deals. Activate QR code. Initiate savings.
Back to action. Inbound pass to Caden Johnson. Pressure in the backcourt, gets it to Berggren across the timeline. Now to Gillen, a lot of pressure. Rasmussen works his way left to Berggren. Berggren to the top of the key. Out to Gillen. Behind the arc, now to Caden Johnson, into the lane, out top of the key to DeVries. Looks at the 3. There's Gillen. He drives into the lane, kicks it out to Caden Johnson. Caden right at the bucket, puts it up and in for 2.
And a great job there from Johnson. Sees the open shot. Looks like maybe want to waste a little time off that clock, but does a great job and goes up for the bucket.
45-37 is our score. Red Oak leads, 3:17 to play in the fourth. There's Pearl with the ball, out to Pellet.
And any foul
Templeton
here sends him to the line, sends Atlantic to the line.
Rasmussen with the ball to the left elbow, down to Pellet for 3. It's no good. Rebound, Caden Johnson. And Caden takes it. A lot of pressure here coming end to end.
We're going to have a, I think,
We're going to have a foul. Off-ball foul on Fouts.
Yeah, Fouts comes in and kind of just uses his body just kind of as a shield, and they're going to call it as an off-ball foul. They're going to send it the other way.
Fouts comes out of the ball game. Getting a little raucous here a little bit in the gym. 45-37 is our score. 2:53 to play in the ball game.
You know, especially with being an easy bucket like that, I don't know if you want to take any chances on it.
Pearl with the ball at the top of the key. Now to Templeton. Out top of the key for the Trojans. Works his way to the right side. Long, deep 3 for Templeton. It's good.
That's a great bucket for the Trojans here. Brings it back within 5 with 2:30 left here to play. Great shot from Templeton.
45-40. DeVries works his way down in the lane. And 1 for Max DeVries. Fouls on Templeton. Dayton Templeton, that's number 1. Max DeVries goes to the line. Bucket is good. Max has 15 points in the contest here this evening. Shot is up and no good. Rebound, Ryan Johnson through his legs, picked up by Caden Johnson. Ball into the floor. Caden sitting on the ball. We're going to have a jump ball.
And that will keep the possession here with Red Oak.
Tigers ball, 2:17 to play. Red Oak leads by 7, 47-40. Inbound pass will come from the baseline now. DeVries will put it into play. To Gillen in the corner. Hands it off to DeVries. Takes it into the lane. Out to Ryan Johnson. He'll take the 3. It's no good. Rebound, Prohl to Templeton. Templeton right to left across the center stripe. Takes it on into the lane. Kicks it out to Sturm for 3. It's good. Ethan Sturm. Big shot right there. 47-43 is our score. Knocked loose on the other end. 1:47 to play, and the Trojans come back away with it. Out to Templeton. 1:41 to play. Underneath to Rasmussen. Reverse layup is good for 2. Colton Rasmussen. Timeout on the court. 47-45. It's a 2-point ball game. 1:35 to play in the contest. We're going to take that break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
There's 2 things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those 2 things don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
Minute to play in the ball game, Eli. Timeout on the court. Junior varsity boys play earlier this evening. It was Atlantic over Red Oak, 48-31. In varsity girls play, Atlantic over Red Oak, 75-38. In varsity boys play, Red Oak leads by 2. They led by as much as 10. They lead by 2 now, 47-45, and the Trojans are on a bit of a run here late in this ball game.
Yeah, you know, it's been aggressive defense from the Trojans too, kind of causing some hectic plays out there. They're able to just put a hand in somebody's face, ball goes off someone's shoe, and it comes down on the other side of the court, and Atlantic's able to take advantage of it. And right here, I think they had was it an and one or, oh no.
No, timeout.
It was timeout.
Tigers ball.
And now it's just, for the Tigers especially, just have to be able to hang onto the ball, make a smart shot, being a 2-point game here. Atlantic, they're going to come and get in your face here right now.
1:35 to play in the ball game. Red Oak leads by 2. Pressure in the backcourt now coming from the Trojans. Inbound pass to Gillen. They kind of fall out of it. More of a 3/4 length trap here. Ryan Johnson to Caden Johnson. A bit too high, and it goes out of play. Trojans can tie it or take the lead.
And that's exactly what the Trojans want here. And, and with the Tigers, any foul sends the Trojans to the line. There's only 3 fouls on the board here for Atlantic in this half.
Sturm with the ball across the center stripe to Rasmussen. Takes it down to the blocks, puts it up. And Bergeron will be whistled for the foul. That's number 4 on Bergeron. And like you say, every foul going to result in a foul shot now.
Especially here for Atlantic. They're just going to be able to drive the lane this entire second half, too.
Colton Rasmussen is 2 of 4 from the line this evening. Shots up, it's no good. 47-45. Red Oak leads, 1:20 to play in the ball game. Colton Rasmussen, a sophomore, at the line for the Trojans. Shot is good. He gets the second one. 1-point ball game, 47-46. Tigers with the ball. 1:17 to play. Bergeron to Gillen. Gets it to Caden Johnson. Now to Bergeron across the center stripe out to Gillen. Corner to DeVries. Drives the baseline. Picks up the dribble. Tigers lead by 1. Minute to play in the ball game. Hands it off to DeVries behind the arc. 47-46. 57 seconds on the clock. Ball stripped. Bergeron keeps the handle. Takes it into the lane, puts it off the glass. No good. There's Caden Johnson with the board and the putback. Caden Johnson.
A great job from Johnson. Uses his body well for the putback and is able to lay it in.
Templeton takes it into the lane, puts it up off the glass and scores 2. Dayton Templeton picks up a couple more. 49-48 with 35 seconds on the clock. Tigers with the ball. It's stolen by Rasmussen for the two-handed dunk. Colton Rasmussen. Timeout on the court. Trojans take the lead 50-49.
What a momentum swing right there, especially you have to have the ball. Got to be able to control, know what's going on, and a huge slam for the Trojans shifts all this momentum.
50-49. Trojans putting on this late run here.
Man,
what a ball game.
It's a great ball game, especially from the Trojans coming back in the second half. And it's all you have to do for the Tigers here is hang on to this ball. They're going to have to foul you eventually, but great awareness coming from Atlantic's, able to stick a hand in, bring it the other end, and put on a two-handed slam, going up by 1 here.
It's anyone's ball game at this point, and this is exactly what we were expecting, Eli, that this was going to be a good, hard-fought ball game, and that's what it's been. And again, Tigers led by as much as 10 points here in the second half.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those games just back and forth here, coming down to the end of the stretch. And these games, like we said, they're important, especially coming down to postseason play. You want to move up on that ladder and that seeding. And right here, the Trojans coming out hot.
Tigers have the ball. 27 seconds, 26.8 seconds on the clock. Tigers have the ball.
And it's all advantage here for the Trojans, too, as well. That there's no fouls. Once you foul, they're on to the line anyway. It's going to be in double bonus, so it's got to be a bucket here.
22 seconds out to DeVries. 18 seconds. DeVries takes it into the lane, puts it up. It's blocked. Coming away with it is Prohl. Now to Templeton. Loses the handle. Gillen underneath to Bergeron. 6 seconds. Ryan Johnson puts it up. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Ryan Johnson with 4 seconds on the clock.
And great job from Gillen, too. That's a 50-50 ball. You don't know who that is hit. Got to be able to pick one up like that. And here's 2 big shots.
4 seconds. Ryan Johnson could take the lead if he converts both. First shot is up. It's no good. From Ryan.
Got to be able to make one fall here to tie.
This could tie it. 4 seconds on the clock. 50-49. Timeout on the court. We're going to keep it here.
And this is a big shot here, especially, with 4 seconds left. It's now either make this one or we got to foul immediately once that ball comes down, or if it somehow happens to fall in Tigers' hands, be able to put it back up. But, man, what a ball game.
Yes, what a ball game. That pretty much sums it up, Eli. What a ball game.
That's exactly it.
50-49. Trojans lead by 1. Ryan Johnson at the line. 2-shot opportunity. Misses the first. The opportunity to tie it up if he makes the second with 4.4 seconds on the clock when we come back to play.
I mean, wow. It's like coming out in that second half, or excuse me, even with the last 3 minutes in that fourth quarter, Trojans are able to come back to life. After that dunk, it's been all the Trojans here. They've had the momentum. They've had the turnovers. I would love to see what that turnover battle is right now here in that second half too as well, because the Trojans have created a bunch of turnovers.
Here we go. Ryan Johnson at the line. Could tie the ball game with 4.4 seconds on the clock. Trojans lead 50-49. Big shot for Ryan right here. Big shot for the Tigers. It's no good. It's good. Tied up at 50.
What a shot.
Tied up at 50. 4 seconds on the clock. Timeout on the court. Ryan Johnson steps up. It rims around Eli and falls through. We're tied up at 50.
I mean, wow. It's just now with one timeout here on both sides. It's now I think you're subbing in for offense and defense. You need Johnson to be able to be on the court, I think. They might be taking him out and putting Woods in.
You don't have much time, though. There's only just over 4 seconds in the clock.
That's exactly it. With Johnson having 4 fouls, you're obviously right now you're playing for overtime or you don't want to take a chance. Any foul's
a shot.
Any foul's going to be a shot, so they're going to have to take it full court. Got to be able to just stay back. The Trojans, you can drive in, take whatever foul you want. You bump into somebody, you're going to the line, and all you have to do is put down one. But it's tough here coming full court. I'm sure somebody's going to be up pressing here on one, and then otherwise it's going to be interesting coming down with 4 seconds left.
All right, here we go. 4.4 seconds on the clock, tied up at 50. Ryan Johnson hits the free throw to tie it up at 50.
And that free throw rattled.
It rattled.
I mean, that got I think a Tiger bounce in this gym.
Full court press coming from the Tigers. Like you said, Eli, any foul by the Tigers is a free throw.
Yep.
Inbound pass will come from Sturm. Actually, Pellet will put it into play to Templeton. And there's Gillen as time expires.
And an iffy call from Johnson right there. Sets himself up to take a charge. And that could have gone either way, but I think a great job from officiating, even on that half-court shot, just to swallow their whistles and let this one play out. I think as an official, you don't want to let that one play out yourself and determine this game.
We're going into overtime.
You get extra basketball here.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after this.
There's nothing better than great customer service and experienced employees. That's what you'll find at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts in Red Oak. With a large inventory and competitive pricing, CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts will be sure to have the car or heavy-duty truck parts and accessories you are looking for, and can also offer helpful advice on installation. For all your car, heavy-duty truck, or semi-part needs, you'll find it at CarQuest Johnson Auto Parts, 303 North Broadway, or call 623-4964.
The clock to send it into overtime. Keep in mind, Tigers led by as much as 10 in the second half.
And I think that was even coming down to 2 or 3 minutes left. Give credit to the Trojans here, really coming alive. Now sending it into overtime.
At center circle, Caden Johnson and Rasmussen at center circle. 4 minutes on the clock. We're headed to OT.
It's still in bonus for the Trojans.
Ball's tapped and coming away with it. Trojans. Prohl down to the baseline. Out to Sturm. He'll shoot the three. It's no good. Rebound Berggren with the ball. He's fouled on the play.
There's going to be a push, I think, on Sturm.
Sturm gets whistled.
And that'll be 5 fouls.
Tigers ball. Inbound pass to Gillen. He'll take it left or right across the center stripe. Hunter Gillen with the ball. Out to Ryan Johnson. Now to Gillen for three from the right side. It's good. Hunter Gillen hits the three.
And a great shot from Gillen. Sees the opportunity. Doesn't even hesitate. Is able to put that one in. Leads by 3.
53-50. Red Oak leads. Templeton with the ball for the Trojans. Pellet. Right side to Rasmussen. Prohl to Pellet, top of the key. Right side, Rasmussen for three. It's no good. Rebounds tapped. And Prohl had it, but he stepped on the baseline. Tigers ball.
And just so happened to be at the wrong place, pretty much at the wrong time. Ball goes in his hand, heads out of bounds. Sends it the other way.
Red Oak leads 53-50, 3:14 to play in overtime. First overtime. Top of the key, DeVries for three. It's no good. He's fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line. 3 shots for DeVries.
And, 3 big shots here, too, as well, even though you don't get the bucket, but 3 huge shots here at the line with 3:05 left here in OT.
That foul was on Ethan Sturham. That's 3 on Sturham. DeVries at the line. Shot is short off the front of the rim.
And free throws here, especially in overtime, they're all count here. All count here.
DeVries at the line. Second of 3 is good for Max. This will be his third and final. And shot is good. He gets 2 of 3 on that series. Red Oak leads by 5 now, 55-50 with 3 minutes to play in the overtime. Sturham with the ball, top of the key. Right. Templeton. There's Garrett McLaren. There's Rasmussen down underneath the Garrett McLaren. Templeton into the lane, puts it up off the glass and scores 2. Or Rasmussen, rather, scores 2.
A great way to use his body there, too, as well. Very could have easily been an and one, but was able to find a way to get the bucket.
Berger in the ball across the center stripe down to Caden Johnson. He puts it off the glass and scores 2 quickly.
And a great little foot pass there coming from Berger and finds Caden Johnson down low in the blocks. Doesn't hesitate and puts it right up.
57-52 is our score. 2:24 to play in the ball game. Red Oak leads. Garrett McLaren with the ball out to Sturham, right side. Now to Pellet. There is Rasmussen stripped by Gillen, picked up by Ryan Johnson. He takes it across center stripe, down to Caden Johnson. Back to Ryan in the corner. Now to Gillen. 2 minutes to play in overtime. DeVries with the ball to Berger, and he takes it in the lane, kicks it out to Ryan Johnson, steps back for 3. It's no good. Chase down, nice effort there by McLaren. Down to the other end quickly to Rasmussen. And offensive foul. Max DeVries gets set. And Rasmussen gets whistled for the offensive foul.
Great job from DeVries, especially.
And that was in slow motion, Eli, almost.
And definitely was, and just got enough contact to be able to get hit on the floor.
57-52. Pressure in the backcourt here from the Trojans. Red Oak leads, 1:38 to play in overtime. Gillen to Caden Johnson, down to DeVries in the corner. He fakes it, drives into the lane, kicks it to Gillen. Now to Berggren. Berggren's fouled from behind by Rasmussen.
And now it's bonus here for the Tigers here too as well. Any foul is going to be hitting the line, so these are very important free throws.
Berggren goes to the line. This is his first opportunity from the line here this evening in overtime. 1:25 to play. Berggren at the line. 1-on-1 opportunity. Shot from Berggren is good. He buries it. Baylor Berggren. 58-52 is our score. 1:25 to play. Red Oak leads in overtime. Second shot is good. Couple big ones. Inbound pass to Templeton. Templeton across the center stripe. Top of the key with the ball. 1:20. The Pellet. Garrett McLaren. Top of the key. Rasmussen for 3. It's good. Colton Rasmussen for 3. 59-55 is our score. 1:08 to play. Gillen. Caden Johnson. Pressure from Rasmussen. Tigers lose the handle on it. It goes out of play.
And, this is kind of what happened here in that fourth quarter. You're getting a little too cute, it seems like, with the basketball. Just got to be able to get it across half court in this press. Any foul sends you to the line. Atlanta takes advantage.
Sturham with the ball at the top of the key. Now, long 3 from Templeton. It's good. My goodness.
And now back to this 1-point game here. Any foul.
59-58 to score. 43 seconds Bergeron with the ball. Tigers lead. 43 seconds on the clock. We're going to have a foul. Templeton gets whistled. Bergeron will go to the line. 39 seconds on the clock. Baylor Bergeron at the line for the Tigers. He's 2 of 2 this evening. Shot from Bergeron is good. 2-point lead for the Tigers, 39 seconds on the clock, 38.7 seconds on the clock. Bergeron at the line in overtime. Shot is good from Bergeron. Timeout on the court. We're going to keep it here.
You know, now for the Trojan here too as well. Just one shot, tie it right back up. But for the Tigers, it just seems to be like you get down towards the end of this, and the Trojans come storming right back in. It's just been a great basketball game.
It's been an exciting basketball game, that's for sure.
Yeah, you can see that scoreboard. I mean, 14, 12, 17, 14, 12, 6, 6, 7, 9. There's been a share of the wealth of the basketball here tonight, too, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. 61-58 is our score. Red Oak leads. In games earlier, junior varsity boys play, Atlantic comes out on top 48-31. Varsity girls play, Atlantic comes out on top 75-38. Varsity boys play in overtime. Red Oak leads 61-58 in OT. Trojans have the ball as we come back to action here. Templeton will put it into play. Looks like they're going to be met at about half court here. Actually, Tigers are going to step up there and then fall back. Templeton takes it across the center stripe. Down to the left side. Underneath, Pellet wide open for two. We're going to have a foul.
It's going to be an
and one for Templeton, or for Pellet. Carter Pellet goes to the line. Bergeron fouls out. That's his fifth. The bucket was good for Pellet. And he could tie it.
Now tie the ball game
tie
here.
It. At 61, he converts the bucket. 30 seconds on the clock. Shot from Pellet is good. Tied up at 61.
And I think going for one shot here is definitely...
Ryan Johnson hands it off to... Tries to get the open Tiger. Finds DeVries. Now to Gillen. 20 seconds on the clock. Tied up at 61 in overtime. DeVries with the ball. 15 seconds. Woods. A lot of pressure coming here. We're going to have a timeout on the court. 11 seconds on the clock, and we're tied up at 61.
And right here, especially, you just have to have the ball just in the, I think, the best ball handler here, I think, especially on the court with being Max DeVries. 11 seconds left. You're going for that one shot. You don't want to give the Trojans another chance. And I think Atlantic may back off just a little bit. They don't want to have to send you to the line either. So it's a coaching battle now. I don't know what you want to do. So
a foul's a shot.
Foul's a shot. Gets you the lead. But you're going to let them take that last second shot. I mean, 11 seconds here.
Tied up at 61.
And now in the next shot, you have two shots. You have two guaranteed shots at the line per foul. There's been a lot. We were just talking about it earlier. There hasn't been any fouls in this game, and now all of a sudden we have foul after foul here coming down this fourth. Oh, excuse me, in this fifth now.
Yeah, OT. It's overtime.
That's right. Might have double here in just a second.
And we're tied up, Eli. We're tied up.
I know it. We'll see here. It's been good. I think, and especially here for Atlantic, I think you know where the ball's going. The ball's going to be going into DeVries' hands here.
All right, here we go. Woods will put it into play for Red Oak, far side of the court. 11 seconds on the clock. Woods will put it into play. Into the backcourt to Gillen. Gillen across the center stripe. 8 seconds. Goes down the lane for the layup. It's in for two. Hunter Gillen hits the layup. Timeout on the court. 2 seconds on the clock.
What a shot. What a great play they're designed to as well. He's able to have Gillen just come in the lanes, able to put a nice little backhand shot in. Our camera went out for a second. I wasn't able to get that replay, but we saw it in live time.
63-61, 2.9 seconds on the clock. The Trojans have the ball. They have to go the length of the court, Eli, in 2.3 seconds.
Have to go the length of the court, and it's going to be a half court shot almost. Just have to stay straight up.
And you have to remember, a foul is a shot. A foul is a shot. A foul is a free throw.
And if it's a 3-point lead, 100%. I think you foul right away, give them that 2-shot opportunity, and you're up by 1. But now you have 2 shots. All you have to do, you stay straight up. And if the half court shot goes in, it goes in. There's nothing you can do about that.
Just under 3 seconds on the clock. Have to go the length of the court. Red Oak leads 63-61 in overtime. What a ball game.
And I think for the Tigers here, you absolutely press. And for the Trojans, maybe you send one down the court, able to maybe draw a foul or get up a somewhat good of a look. But I think they're going to have 4.3. That changes it, I think, just a little bit, too.
4.3 seconds on the clock. Still have to go the length of the court. Trojans ball. Red Oak leads 63-61 in overtime. Inbound pass will come from Pellet. Trying to go the length of the court. Does. Throws it out the end of the gym. Throws it out the end of the gym.
In a tough play there, too, as well. You want to get it down to the other end. And there will be one. I think there's one timeout left.
Tigers ball now. We're going to have that timeout. 4.3. No time ticked off the clock.
And no time ticks off the clock. You have the ball underneath your own basket. Just have to get it into play. Just need to be able to get into play, and they have to get a foul here.
I think Mr. Lorenz may have caught that ball down on the end.
I definitely think so. That or Matt Davis, one of the two.
Maybe Nordine. Maybe Coach Nordine got in on it. I don't know.
That's right. It was a Hail Mary pass, that's for sure.
Boy, what a ball game. 63-61. Here we go. Coach Plank's setting up a play here.
Underneath the basket, just have to be able to inbound it.
And here we go. Back to action now. Tigers have it at the baseline under their own basket. Inbound pass will come from Johnson. Ryan Johnson will put it into play. 4.3 seconds on the clock. Time starts when the ball is touched by a player inbound to Caden Johnson. He's fouled. 3.2 seconds. Caden Johnson will go to the line.
At least
free throws could seal the deal.
Yeah, at least need a knockdown one.
This is Caden's first opportunity from the line here this evening. This is a 2-shot opportunity, right, Eli?
Yep, 2 shots.
Shots up, it's no good.
And need to be able to knock down at least one here, I think.
Caden Johnson at the line. Second of 2. Shot's good. Has to be a 3-pointer to tie it. Inbound pass to Templeton. Puts it up from half court. And it was close.
Wow.
64-61 is our final. Whew, it was close.
Very close. Maybe one more roll that would have dropped in. But what a great game here on both sides. Especially getting alive here in that fourth quarter. The Trojans come storming back. But the Tigers able to seal this one off.
We'll take a break and we'll be back right after this. Red Oak wins 64-61 in OT.
My sunshine, my only sunshine.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa, for voting KCSI the best local radio station.
We are so thankful for our amazing listeners and the chance to serve all of our clients. We truly appreciate you voting us the best radio station in Southwest Iowa.
Thank you, Southwest Iowa.
Sunshine, you make me happy when sky.
2, 4.
Scan the code. Deals loading. Deals engaged. Scan the code. Super hot deals. Activate QR code. Initiate savings.
Tigers, Coach Spencer Plank. Coach Plank, that was an exciting ball game.
Yeah, we like to make them interesting. Even when Clarinda was a 10-point game the other night, and it felt like it was a 2-point game. So
yeah.
We love making them interesting.
All right, sure. Coach, you knew what Atlantic had. You played them for. You knew what you had coming in tonight. You knew it was going to be a fight.
Yes.
Tell me about this game.
Well, they know us really well. We know them really well. It's always, when you play a conference opponent, it's always so different than when you play a non-conference opponent. It's just the scouting reports. The kids know each other. And we kind of knew coming in, Dayton and Colton were the two that we needed to stop, 13 and 14. And, man, those two guys hit some big shots down the stretch. I thought that in the first half, both teams were missing enough that eventually the shots were going to fall, and they did. I mean, I think we had 3 straight possessions where we hit threes.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of the way that we play. And then, we got up 7 there at the end, 6 there at the end, and we took a breath, and they hit back-to-back threes. And so that's just what you get when teams are so determined to beat each other, especially, with a kid like Dayton who's a senior. He's not going to go down easy, and we have some kids on our team too that we're not going down easy either. So
yeah, it was an exciting. But I think you led by as much as 10.
Yeah.
At one point, Coach.
I think we got up by 10 or 11, and then we made a couple dumb turnovers. They threw the half court trap on, which we were in our press break. We were just rattled, and part of that is we were not as focused tonight as I would like to have been, and I think that was evident in the first quarter, second quarter too. We weren't scoring the ball at the same rate. I know we held them to fewer points, but we weren't playing a very clean defensive game.
You mentioned that, Coach, but it seems like both teams struggled offensively.
We did, yeah.
I mean, there were some really wide open looks underneath the basket that just both teams were missing.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's the district meeting was Sunday. I don't know if both teams, they're 3A. They might not know where they're at. We know where we're at, and I knew coming out tonight it might be kind of a challenge to get the boys up. But once the game got close, they answered the bell.
Yeah, absolutely. You're a young man. They always bring it, Coach. They always bring it.
They love to keep it interesting. I tell them all the time, they work too hard over the summer to not show up and play hard. And so they work their butts off all summer, so that's a testament to them. Some of the shots they take, I know that we get questioned on how many threes we take, but when you got boys that shoot all the time, you want to let them shoot the ball. So.
Well, in overtime, you get it done, Coach.
Yeah.
But a good effort, an exciting game, too, by the way.
It was. It's always exciting.
Nottoway Valley Thursday night.
Nottoway Valley Thursday here, and then Creston Friday here. We're aiming to finish top 4 in the conference, and so Thursday's a big game as far as kind of what we're going to see at districts, see some zone, and then Friday's a big conference game.
Very good. Coach Spencer Plank, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Make it a good one. Head coach of the Red Oak Tigers with us, Coach Spencer Plank, in an exciting basketball game. The Tigers win in overtime. Quick break, and we'll be back and look at the stats and wrap it up here this evening. We'll be right back after this.
There's 2 things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those 2 things don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.